Power, trust, leadership. Three words that can build a nation or break it. In Papua New Guinea's parliament, these words are being tested once again. A rejected motion, heated accusations, and a speaker caught in the storm. What really happened when the motion of no confidence against Prime Minister James Marape was blocked? And what does it say about the state of democracy in our nation today? Yesterday, Papua New Guinea's Private Business Committee, PBC, rejected a motion of no confidence against Prime Minister James Marape, a decision that immediately sparked outrage from the opposition. During a heated exchange, opposition MP Keith Iduhu accused Speaker Job Pomat of being induced to influence the outcome, a claim Pomat firmly denied. Tension filled the chambers as MPs debated the legality of the PBC's decision, with Iduhu insisting that parliamentary procedures were breached. The Speaker maintained that his actions were guided by the law and parliamentary standing orders, not by outside influence. Following this, Peter O'Neill, named as the alternative Prime Minister, announced that the opposition would take the matter to court, seeking an order to recall Parliament and even pursue punitive charges against the Speaker and members of the PBC. Opposition leader Douglas Tomarisa and Serpuka Temu added that the Speaker had defied due process and that the motion should have been tabled for Parliament to decide, not blocked in committee. At the heart of this conflict lies a deeper question. What happens when power and process collide? In theory, the Private Business Committee is meant to ensure parliamentary motions comply with the Constitution, but in practice it can become a powerful gatekeeper, one that decides whether a government stands or falls. Speaker Job Pomat defended his decision, saying that amendments to Section 145, which introduced a new 18-month grace period before another motion can be filed, must be respected. Yet opposition MPs argue that the Supreme Court already clarified this amendment applies after the next successful vote of no confidence, not before. This is more than just a technical debate. It's about accountability, whether the voice of Parliament still represents the will of the people, or whether procedures can silence that voice before it's even heard. When the opposition claims the Constitution was breached and the government insists the law is being protected, the real casualty is public confidence. Because behind the walls of Parliament are millions of Papua New Guineans, watching, waiting, and wondering if their leaders are fighting for them or for themselves. So what are we really witnessing here? Is this just another political struggle for power, or a test of our nation's democratic integrity? Can a government truly lead if the people begin to lose faith in its transparency? And can the opposition truly claim moral ground if the fight becomes personal instead of purposeful? These are not just questions for leaders. They are questions for all of us. Because democracy only works when its people care enough to question it. In moments like this, it's easy to take sides. Some will say Marape is defending stability. Others will say O'Neill is fighting for justice. But the real battle isn't between names or parties. It's between principle and politics. When accusations of inducement and collusion echo across the chambers, the message to the public becomes blurred. Our people deserve clarity, not chaos, truth, not tension. Papua New Guinea's democracy is young, but it is powerful. Yet power means nothing if it's not guided by honor. And honor means doing what's right, even when it costs you politically. We must remember, no matter who sits in Wagani, real change begins with us. It begins in how we demand truth, how we hold our leaders accountable, and how we rise above the noise to protect the spirit of this nation.